What's going on, YouTubers, reviewers, and viewers? This is Kim the Lego Man back with a brand new video for today. Today, I'm going to be going over my most anticipated sets of 2025. First on the list, in no particular order, is going to go to the new Marvel Miles vs. the Spot, retailing for $39.99 for 375 pieces on January 1st. The set looks okay. I think the police car is good. Miles looks great in the new suit. I'm actually glad we get their movie accurate heads when it comes to the spider people. Spot is Spot, not much you can do with him. The deli looks okay. I felt like it could have been a little bit bigger just to at least have a hallway where Spot kind of stands, and maybe they could have given him his disguise where he has the hat and I don't know, maybe something else with that. But overall, set's pretty cool. Kind of disappointed by Gwen. She's probably the most basic figure here, to be honest with you. And the head and hair they give her is just not Gwen. Next on the list, we have another Marvel set. This one is going to be Spider-Man's mech versus Anti-Venom. I'm really glad that we're finally getting an Anti-Venom minifigure. I feel like it's been a really long time, and they keep just remaking Venom and Carnage over and over again. It's nice to actually get a different symbiote for once. Next on the list, this spot goes to the midi-scale Acclimator from the Star Wars line. I've already seen some hate go around online, but I think it's pretty accurate for what it is. I think it's the same amount of detail you got with the Invisible Hand or something like the Executor. I'm really just getting it to pair it with my UCS Venator. I don't really think it's to scale, but I don't really care that much, to be honest with you. I always like big ships together in like a fleet. I think that's just a really cool thing to have, so super excited for this one. Next on the list is going to go to the rumored ARC 170. We still do not have any set pictures for it just quite yet, but we do have a rumor that it will come with a basic clone pilot, Captain Jag, and Oddball. This is going to be the first ARC 170 to ever release with all three of the cockpit seats filled with clones instead of a Jedi, or maybe they're missing one. And we are going to be getting an R2 droid as well. I think the set is going to be downscaled a little bit, unfortunately, with the shrinkflation that LEGO is going through at this moment in time. Nonetheless, still super excited to see what it's about. Next on the list, this time from DC, is going to be the Dark Knight Tumbler, going to be retailing for $59.99 with 429 pieces. It will release January 1st as well. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not excited for this set, for the set itself. I actually think the Tumbler looks kind of garbage this time around in comparison to the one that they previously released. And the Batman minifigure, I'm not a big fan of the rubber capes at this moment in time. And honestly, that new helmet piece just isn't really doing it for me, especially with Christian Bale's Batman. The only reason I'm going to be getting this set is simply because of Heath Ledger's Joker, and the real reason, our first time getting Two-Face from the Dark Knight trilogy. This time it'll completely fill out my Dark Knight shelf. I'll have all the main villains except for Ra's al Ghul, and I'm really excited to get Two-Face, although I am slightly disappointed. I feel like with his burned eye, they could have put, white around it to really signify that that side of his face is more melted off, but I get why they didn't really want to do that, but that's fine. Next on the list, another DC set. This time around, it's going to be the Superman mech versus Lex Luthor, retailing for $14.99 at 120 pieces. Also releasing January 1st. Again, another set that I'll just be tossing away, to be honest with you. I'm only getting for the minifigs. I think the new Superman looks great. And the Lex Luthor is probably my favorite version they've come out with. Next on the list, this time it's going to be a Harry Potter set, the Malfoy Manor, retailing for $149.99, 1,601 pieces. Also January 1st. And LEGO has recently only opened up to doing Deathly Hallows sets within the past couple of years, so I'm really excited to start getting more. It is what it is with the set. It's very one-dimensional in my opinion, but I'm still excited to get it nonetheless. Next up on the list, another Star Wars set. My excitement cannot be contained. Unfortunately, we do not have any set pictures at this moment in time, as this will potentially be releasing in summer of 2025. I'm predicting probably May 1st. This set is going to be UCS Jango Fett Slave 1. We haven't had a Jango Fett Slave 1 since 2002, way back in the day, for a play scale one. As far as we know, this is only going to be coming with Jango Fett and Boba Fett. I'm pretty sure this set is going to basically be a recolor of the UCS Boba Fett Slave 1. Really am so excited to get this one. I love Jango Fett. He's my favorite Mandalorian. I have an obsession with this guy. Super excited to get it. Next up on the list, it's going to be another midi-scale set from the Star Wars line, the Home 1. This set looks pretty cool, and it looks like it comes with a small medical frigate as well. Again, there's only so much you could do with the midi-scale line. It is midi-scale for a reason, and there's only so much detail you can pack into it. And I don't really know how they would go about making this set in play scale. I could potentially see it in UCS, but it is such a weird angle. It's like potatoes stacked on top of each other. I don't know how else better to explain that ship than that. But Nonetheless, super excited to get it. I love having a little fleet, like I said earlier in the video. Next up on the list, this one's kind of a shocker, I'm sure. It's going to be from the Sonic the Hedgehog line, Super Shadow versus Bio Lizard. It's going to be retailing for $44.99 with 419 pieces, coming out on January 1st as well. I know nothing about Sonic. I'm saying this as just a casual guy. I know absolutely nothing about Sonic. But I am slowly getting into that kind of thing, and I saw this set and I thought it was super cool. Honestly, again, I also don't know much about this franchise as well with Dragon Ball, but they look like they've gone Super Saiyan, and I just think it's super cool, and the name Bio Lizard is just tough. I don't know how else to explain that. So for the Sonic fans out there, forgive me for not knowing anything about Sonic. I am actually trying to learn right now because Shadow is such a cool character, and he has just this insane aura that just surrounds him at all times. So can't wait to get my hands on it. So guys, let me know in the comments what your most anticipated sets of 2025 are. This list will eventually change, as it always does, but for right now, this is my standing list on my most anticipated sets that are going to be coming out. I can't wait to get these and review them for you, and hopefully they all turn out great. Bye!